This is the book of Job, chapter 12, verse 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. Job chapter 12, verse 16. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachah Kodash. Double honor to our venerable apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, this is the brother Aharon coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing to be edifying and uplifting unto the elect. All right, and today is Friday, November 18th, 2022 AD, the year where Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai turns up. Okay, and turning up is the Lord doing. All right, that's all the Most High Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai has been doing all year long. Okay, from the so-called Ukraine, Russia crisis going on, the war going on out there, all right, to what's going on here in the States. All right, you got this whole inflation thing going on, and a lot of people, all right, are going through it. Okay, and I always say that if you're following it, all right, by this guy, Southern Prepper One, all right, he does this basically a daily briefing, all right, on current events, what's going on in the country. He gives you more of a pulse, all right, of how things are happening and how it's affecting people. Okay, the things that are going on around the world, things that are going on in America, all right, pertaining to biblical prophecy, specifically talking about the troubles that's going to be befalling, all right, these people in America and around the world. Okay, so he goes into all those things, and that's how you can have more of a barometer, okay, of what's happening, current events, biblical prophecy. Okay, as they're happening now, things are unraveling. Okay, things are unraveling and definitely, all right, speeding up. Okay, as we draw closer and closer to the end of this thing. Okay, but I'm not gonna go, too long on this. All right, I'm gonna just tap right into this article here that I have. Okay, because we're inching closer and closer to that time, man. Okay, the time of what? Time of trouble. Okay, this article here says it's titled G20 countries commit to WHO facilitated global health passports. Okay, the World Health Organization facilitated global health passports, and this is dated November 17th, 2022. This was yesterday. Okay, it says on behalf of G20 countries, including Canada, the White House declared support for the World Health Organization to facilitate universal Vanessa passports. Global Vanessa passports. And it's funny that this is actually happening now in November as we enter into December, because it's kind of crazy because a few months ago, the same World Health Organization was said to have 192 or 182 countries? I believe it was 190 or 192 countries. Okay, and they were going to what? They were going to give up sovereignty. Okay, and basically have the World Health Organization at the helm of all their decisions that they make. Okay, and of course, World Health Organization is being controlled, all right, by the World Economic Forum. They work together. Okay, the UN, the CDC, the WHO, and the World Economic Forum, alongside the IMF and all these different banking superpowers. Okay, I guess that's the best word I can use. The best word I can use to describe that. Okay, they're all working together to bring about this thing that you're seeing around the world. Okay, this so-called global reset. All right, this global reset was said to happen even before this demic started. It kind of makes you wonder, right? Yeah. G20 countries commit to WHO facilitated global health passport. It says, quote, we acknowledge the importance of shared technical standards and verification methods. Oh my goodness. Under the framework of the International Health Regulations 2005 to facilitate, and it's crazy, Salakia, 2005 was when this guy Biden, all right, was talking to the Chief Justice, all right, Roberts, okay, about what? That there's going to come a time where it will be brought to the Supreme Court, okay, to rule whether it is constitutional all right, to implant some type of microscopic tag. Okay, that's what he said, underneath the skins of Americans. All right, if it would be constitutional to do that, and the Supreme Court justice will have to rule on that. That's what he said. This was back in '05. Okay, and here it is. We're in 2022, about to get into 2023, and we're seeing all those things that were deemed so-called conspiracy theories coming to pass as fact, as reality. And these people are coming out and telling you. They're telling you, man. Okay? So you don't even have to hear from us anymore. They're just coming out and telling you the same things that we've been telling you. But the only thing is, we say in terms of truth, this is what it is. They deceive you into making it seem like that's not what it is. Okay? It says, to facilitate seamless international travel, interoperability. Let me slow it down. Interoperability. Okay, interoperability, and recognizing digital solutions. Now, hold on a second. Let's look into that word. That's what these devils like to do. They use these big words to throw you off. Okay? They could just use simple shit, but because of double talk, they got to use these big words, man. All right? Plausible deniability. All right? Let's see. Interoperability. Interoperable. All right? It says inter meaning between and operable. Okay, so I guess interoperability. That's the word. Okay, operable. Okay, let's see. Meaning to something that's practicable. Okay, capable of treatment by operation, able to exchange and use information. Okay, interoperable. Okay, means what? Something, or being able to exchange and use information. And how do they plan on doing that? AI, technology. Okay, technology, transactions, digital transactions. Okay, it says interoperability and recognizing digital solutions and non-digital solutions, including proof of Vanessa's, the White House stated. So what does that say? That means that this whole demic thing is not over. I believe was a month ago or so that Biden had extended the emergency powers, basically. Okay, in the name of the C-19 emergency that they had declared is still there. Meanwhile, that same week, I believe he came out or a week or two before that, he came out and said that, COVID is done. We're done with that. It's over with. But yet they keep on with the emergency. What's the emergency if the thing is gone? The thing that brought the emergency is gone, but the emergency is still there? Okay. Let's keep going. It says, the WHO began advocating for global guidelines for managing health emergencies in its 2005 International Health Regulations. The G20 declaration also urged the importance of a One Health approach. You hear that? One Health. Everything is one. One world, everything. Okay? That is why the MOTB is not going to be a thing. It's not going to be a divisive thing. It's going to be a uniting thing. Something that everyone is going to have to take. All right? In order for you to partake in just regular life. To be recognized in this new life, in this new world that they're trying to create, you must have an identity. And this time, everyone is going to have that one identity, which is going to be that MOTB, that chip. Okay? That's how you're going to prove your identity. That's it. All right? And of course, buying and selling. Okay? Because without identity, you cannot engage in any purchases. They don't know who you are. How are they going to track your carbon footprint? Remember? Let's not forget about that too, because that's all part of the whole infrastructure being set up. Okay? That whole infrastructure being set up, carbon, the carbon footprint, all that shit is all part of that. Okay? The social credit system and all that, that is all part of that. And that all came about after the so-called demic. Okay? It says it stated support for the WHO mRNA Vanessa Technology Transfer Hub and called for all countries to share technology on mutually agreed terms. Earlier this week, WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said The WHO will be the custodians of the so-called international health regulations. Man, this nigga is out of his mind. Okay? It says, he said it's important to put in place the measures to make the world safer. The devil's about to come down upon you with great wrath. That's what that means. To put in place the measures, draconian measures, to make the world safer. That's going to be the sales pitch. We need to do this to you to make the world safer. So I remember doing a video on this whole 190 plus countries giving up sovereignty onto the WHO. I remember this back in the early summer of this year. Okay, and I said, even though you had a lot of countries that said, no, we're not down with that, these devils gonna find another way to get that point. They're gonna get there, where all these countries are going to have to answer to the WHO. Okay, whatever WHO says is what happens, is what goes. If WHO declares anything a public safety, whatever threat, that's everybody has to go through with that. All right, worldwide, and that's what he's talking about. This demon Tedros over here. Okay, he said to put in place the measures to make the world safer. What is he talking about? Okay, that means that they about to double down, triple down, quadruple down. Okay, on that surveillance and the restrictions and the rights being taken away and so on and so forth. They're going to do all that in the name of safety. Okay, Ghebreyesus said climate change, deforestation, and urbanization will worsen future endemics. How does he know that? Huh? How does he know that? It says, quote, unless we take concerted and coordinated action as one global community. So climate change, oh my goodness, deforestation, like how does that deforestation doesn't happen on its own. It's you devils going around cutting down all these trees, man. Okay, and when you cut down the trees, what do? You build up labs and all these different money-making businesses just to make more money. You destroy the whole entire earth just for money. That's what these devils like to do. Okay, deforestation. All right, like they make it seem like everybody's going out there just cutting trees down, and if we don't come together, we can't stop that. Nigga, who's doing all this? Is it regular people or is big time companies that's doing all this construction shit? People don't get to buy land and build their own houses no more. You buy houses that's already been built. Okay? You lease it. You don't even own it. You lease it. Why do you think they came up with all these ideas of leasing? You don't buy things outright. You don't own things because it's leading to that, you own nothing, you'll be happy shit. They've been conditioning people for years, man. Okay? And it's embedded in the system. That's why Klaus Schwab, earlier this week, he was saying that they have to make a change. Okay? And it's going to be a change that has to happen, which is a change from he's a deeply systemic structure. Like the system itself is about to be uprooted. You see? And they'll set up a new system, a whole digital world. It's crazy. Sick stuff. Very sick stuff. And anyone who's in their right mind should not even try to be a part of this new world, man. You should hate this place as it is now, as it used to be before, as it is now, and especially how it's about to be soon. You should want to get out of here even more. You should be praying to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, to speed up the days even more. Okay? Because the days that we're coming into are evil. All right? And anyone who's telling you otherwise is lying to you straight up. And you will pay the price for believing that lie. All right? And a lot of people might pay with their life. You know, we live in America where they teach you that life is nothing. That's why people commit crimes and all kinds of abhorrent behavior that's upheld in this society, all right, which promotes death. And they don't even care. America is really the land of death, man. All right, but let's keep going. It says, Ghebreyesus also praised the member states, which includes G20 countries, which affirmed commitment to the WHO's international health regulations. You hear that? You hear that? Member states. He praised those member states for their commitment to the WHO's international health regulations. Okay? So if you have any country, if you're in a country that went to that so-called G20 summit, well, you're in trouble. Okay? While the WHO's pandemic, wow, I said the word, unbelievable. It says, while the WHO's pandemic fund is vital, he said nations would maintain sovereignty. How they gonna maintain sovereignty? That's the lie right there. That's the lie right there, because you first a few months ago, you came out exactly saying the same shit you said in a blunt way, in a very blunt way. They're gonna give up their sovereignty and we're gonna be ruling over them. And people said, nah, fuck that, we ain't with that. You said, oh no, we're not doing that. And now you're back at it again. Backdoor. Right? While the World Health Organization's demic fund is vital, he said nations would maintain sovereignty. Oh, really? In order for your plan to work, nations cannot have sovereignty, sir. So how are nations going to have sovereignty and then your plan is still going to work at the same time? It can't. It cannot. If they're going to follow World Health Organization international regulations, then there is no sovereignty. If there is a commitment, okay, to follow the international health regulations, then there is no sovereignty. Okay? Continuing, it says, crucially, quote, crucially, countries must be in the driver's seat, Gabriel said. Right? Meaning what? In other words, saying crucially, countries must be in the driver's seat. In other words, these countries, these nations must come together. Okay? We're going to give you all the tools. You all have to use it in order for this plan to work. That's what he means by that. Countries must be in the driver's seat. Where are they going? What destination are they driving to? It says the fund's primary aid must be to support national plans. Okay? National, which makes it global. Okay? Quote, as a custodian, I don't know who made him custodian, but let's read. As a custodian of the international health regulations, WHO looks forward to playing its central coordinating role as chair of the technical advisory panel and in providing technical leadership and guidance to the board. Oh, it's over. It is over. These devils are about to go in. Okay? Oof. Boy. Hey man, the next so-called endemic, whatever it is, if it's Ebola or if it's the MP or whatever it is that these devils are about to do, that they going, man, you think that the past 2 years was crazy and annoying and ridiculous? You wait. Scriptures talk about the hour of temptation. You wait. On Wednesday, Canada committed $50 million toward the WHO's demic fund, which includes funding for, quote, emergency communications and management. It's over with. Whenever you hear emergency, just understand they're about to F the people. Okay? They're about to F the people. And that's just how it works. That's how it goes. Okay? But hey, man, look. we here. Okay? We're here. This is it. This is it. Ain't no 5, 10. Like I always give those examples of 5 years, 3 years, 10 years like these Christians always say. No. It's over. This is it. Okay? 2023, man. Yo. You know what I'm saying? This is it. That's why we always got to keep on praying to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because, man, man, we need that strength, man. You know, we're going to need that strength. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this quick precept here. Okay, the Lord said he's going to give us that strength. There's a book of Revelation chapter 3 verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And that's where we're going. Okay, that is the times that we're entering into. But the very next verse says what? Behold, I come quickly. So guess what? Even when we're going through this hell that we're about to enter into, okay, it's going to move by fast. Okay, because you think the Lord wants to see his children suffer alongside the wicked of this world? No. Okay, so the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua will make special preservations, okay, for his elect. The elect men, women, and children. Those who believe wholeheartedly on this truth. All right? You got people who say, oh, how can you go around saying this is your truth? Yeah, it is our truth. Have you not heard the Apostle Paul say, if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost? Okay? That's our gospel. Have you not heard about that? So yeah, this is our gospel. This is the gospel that the Lord sent us to bring to this earth. And because you don't receive it doesn't mean it's not true. Okay, Romans 3:3 will tell you that. So that means what? Another reason why you can't receive it is because you're not of the elect. Okay? Romans 11:8, 11:7, 11:8. Let's get that. Okay? Let's get that. Romans 11:7, it says, "What then? Israel hath not obtained what which he seeketh for." All right, that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Okay? So you going around saying, "Oh, you guys are preaching this, preaching that." The fact that you don't get it, we get it, and you don't, that means you're not of the elect. That's it. That's all that means. And that should burn you. That should burn you to the core. Damn, bro. Damn, I can't get it. I disagree with you guys. Anyone who comes against this truth, just understand, unless you repent, you ain't of the elect. Yahweh Shem Yahushua has kept you, all right, in that spirit so he can destroy you. All right? He can destroy you. He's going, destruction is coming. Okay? Destruction is coming. Let's continue. Verse 8. According as it is written, the Most High hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see and ears that they should not hear, unto this day. Okay? So until this day, all right, November 18th, 2022 AD, all right, the year where Yahweh Shem Yahushua turns up, okay, you niggas still don't understand this truth. You don't get this gospel because it ain't for you. Okay, it's carefully done that way. The Lord designed it that way that only a few could receive it and the rest not going to receive it so they can get cooked. Period. All right, that's it. All right, and the cookery is about to start very soon. Okay, so Khan, yeah, man, this has been G20 countries commit to WHO facilitated global health passports. All right, and Lord willing, it was edifying unto the elect. All right, keep on watching, keep on praying. Okay, because we're about to enter into some very, very serious times, and these devils are not playing. Okay, every time you see them come out and do those speeches and these meetings, pay very close attention because they tell you everything before they do it. Okay, they tell you everything before they do it, man. It's not hard to see. Okay, we're just not. They call us conspiracy theorists. No. We just have a spirit to be able to decipher between what reality and BS. Okay, and we decipher all that BS that's going on around the world, man. All right, 3 to 6 months before everybody else does. All right. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it off there. Lord willing, be edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakhakodash, the water Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. And until next time, Shalom.